Yeah, I think we have our players ready for the first match. So let's get on in there and find out who's gonna win our first mirror match of Farfa versus Julio.
Yeah, really interesting. Farfa and Giulio have gone two different directions with their decks. Farfa going in with the Dododo Dwarf, Go 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 Glove, and where is he? Go 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 Gias. Whereas Julio has decided to go for things like Token Collector in his deck and Tenri Spirit.
Yeah. So two very kind of different versions of this.
Of the same deck, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also Free Block Dragon in Julio's deck, and also Free Block Dragon in Farfa's deck. So no one's decided to just go with one because that would be a little bit crazy, right? But it's probably the best card. One of the best cards in the game right now.
Yeah. Julio is also playing Dark Ruler No More in the main deck.
Yeah, which is very strong for actually playing interfields, because Adamanticipators do not like going second. And yeah, we're going to see Farfa playing the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine, and he's also going to be using that with a normal summoned Becca Phantom Beast Lion. And it starts off with Christ on Hike with buyback. So does this go uncontested?
Yeah, actually, Julio, I don't think he's playing any hand traps. Yeah, he's actually not playing any hand traps.
So he has no way of interacting with this. Okay.
No.
So yeah, Farfa is going to get to set up quite
he's
well.
Playing Nibiru. He's not playing Nibiru. Let me check his side.
Even after like my opening starts normal summoning my O-line is probably not very high on my priority list, but
yeah.
Hey,
just for that completion there, that Julio is playing 3 copies of Nibiru in the side as well as 3 evenly matched. For the
Token Collector is his hand trap of choice, where he'll down destroy all tokens, and tokens cannot be summoned. Very good against Linkross.
I missed that.
Now Linkross is essentially just sitting there as a very subpar material.
Yeah, that's my bad. I actually missed that one. I'm just not used to looking for it when looking for hand
Collector's
traps.
not a real hand trap, but he's certainly showing up in force right now when there's so many decks that make tokens.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my mistake. I didn't catch that, but certainly Julio did. And right now, Nadia's a bit stuck because, as you said, Linkross so much worse when he doesn't get to keep his tokens.
Yeah, when all of your tokens get eaten. Fortunately for Farfa, he's not actually playing the Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, so he's not so all in on that. Where is he going from here? Yeah, the Monster Reborn for the Adamantipator Fiend is going to be activated. And the official name of that card is Adamantipator Science.
Yeah, both players playing the full 3 copies as well as Monster Reborn. Clearly showing that this deck is, really wants to get back at the same monsters using over and over again.
Yeah, you get through so much of your deck in any given turn, but the revival cards are very strong as extenders.
Yeah, I remember it was the same back in Exceed format with Shuffle Reborn, where we would. It was all about
the Zodiac. Where your opponent goes for the interrupt and you just go Shuffle Reborn and carry on.
Yeah.
And Dododo Dwarf, Go 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 Glove being picked up for Farfa.
It's got such an amazing name.
There's a lot of Earth monsters there. We are going to see the glove being summoned.
Yep, cycling through these Adamanticators effects very quickly.
Yeah, and then we're going to see Adamantipator Rapetite. Or Raptite. I think it's Rapetite. How would you pronounce that then, Luke?
Yeah, Rapetite.
Rapetite, and then it's going to summon another monster from the Excavate 5 cards from the top of your deck. And we are going to see...
Or if I was feeling really northern, I would probably call it Raptite. But, yeah.
If it was from the West Country, they'd call it Gert Rat Tight, and that's why we changed our accent, because we don't want to sound like that anymore. You got that Gert Rat Tight that you owe me?
Got that rap tight.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
funny.
dear.
It's funny, especially if you're an American viewer and you think all British people have very posh accents. No, that's just London. The rest of us sound like garbage.
Yeah, it's very true. My accent's kind of normalized now, though, because I've lived in like the northmost of England and the south, like almost the southmost of England.
Two different worlds. The way you can tell is how much the sausage rolls cost in your local Greggs.
Yep. That. Do you know what? Yeah, that is how you tell where you are.
And for anybody wondering what a Greggs is, if you're not a native, it's oh, I've got to be careful here because I could massively offend you by saying how I really feel about it.
No, Greg's is amazing. That's the last we will say on the subject.
Yeah, you could say that. Trashy Subway. Yeah, you know.
Right, let's
be
leave.
careful, or I might find like a Molotov cocktail coming through my window at some point.
Yeah.
That's not too loud.
Yeah, I can throw pretty hard when it's for Greg's. So this token collector seems to have not made much of an impact.
Yeah, I mean, it did force Farfa to have the extender. It demanded him to, or force him to end his turn, but it's not quite the solid shutdown that some other hand traps in the past have provided us. For example, like Droll Logbird.
Yeah. Or Nibiru in some cases, but as we saw earlier, not always.
Yeah, this is still a really strong setup. Boral Savage Dragon, excellent synchro monster.
Yeah. And is that the Buster Well?
Oh, yeah, he's got the Union Carrier, so he's going to lock his opponent out of the extra deck.
Dragon Buster, Dragon Destruction Sword. I keep calling it Buster Whelp because that's the other one.
I really Union Carrier was actually just a Link version of the Koichi.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do more with that train. Little engine.
It is cool. It is cool. I must say I like the trains. I don't know why. They're always really cute.
How is a train cute? This isn't Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Even though the Koichi is a what is it? The menacing. What I can't remember his name now. Oh no, Battle Enchanted Locomotive. Even though he looks kind of menacing, and the Koichi, the frightening car as well, looks quite menacing. I just think
even in his name, it says it's frightening.
I just think they're quite cute. I don't know.
Huh.
Well, that's a fair start to a turn if I ever did see one.
Yeah, Dark Ruler No More is exactly what you need to actually play into a field.
Yeah, and a Tackle Crusader as well.
Yeah, Tackle Crusader, pretty good. And that's going to be able to break this Dragon Buster wall.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. I remember the game from this morning. Giulio had a very, very similar situation he was in. Where he had to
Tackle Crusader helped him get out of the window situation.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? He was playing against Shadows, and yeah, he had to try and get out of another kind of jamming situation, and he was able to do it with something similar, Dark Ruler No More, Tackle Crusader type deal. And we did see him then follow up in that main phase 2 when he was playing against Shadow to be able to pretty much clear his opponent's board away. Let's see if Julio's got the same access this time in the main phase 2.
Yep, and Crusader's then going to flip down.
I think you only get to pick one of the effects.
Oh yeah, what's the two effects of Tackle Crusader? You can flip a monster face down defense position.
Yeah, or bounce a face-up card, I think it is.
It seems to be like the perfect counter to this. Target spell a trap card your opponent controls, return that target to your hand. This turn your opponent cannot activate cards with the same name as the card returned to their hand by this effect.
Yeah.
Really, really good for this Dragon Buster Whelp tech.
Yeah, it was there was another deck that it was really amazing in. I think I'm trying to remember where it was now. That was it. It was Burning Abyss with not the original version, the one with Beatrice. Because you could
just send it from your deck to your graveyard.
Yeah, and you could send it from your deck to the graveyard and then bounce an opponent's card, like whatever, something that they're going to play multiple copies of in a turn. and it would just lock down people's completely.
This is a really strong follow-up. The Block Dragon is online for Julio, and he...
Yeah, he's got his Adamantipeers.
Yep, and here is Gigantes. The 1900 attack Heavy Storm if he's destroyed by battle, but that's probably not going to come up. And then Researcher is going to be the first Adamantipator effect that Julio gets to work with. That Tackle Crusader is doing so much this tournament.
Yeah.
For something that most people probably threw in their box of commons to never see the light of day again, it's doing some work here.
Yeah. Wow, that's really quite amazing that this is the second time. Ooh, we see a Veiler.
Actually, yeah, the Masquerena and the Union Carrier are occupying the same extra monster zone.
Oh yeah.
So that probably needs to be changed because there's going to be more linked monsters.
Yeah, I think they caught it.
Yeah, it probably doesn't matter, but you never know.
Yeah. Still, better to get that moved.
Yeah, Farfa going to throw out the Veiler, but that's a lot of monsters. That's a lot of monsters in play.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Block Dragon, right?
Yeah. After
Block Dragon, am I right?
Yeah. After you've fired the torpedoes and your opponent's still, your opponent starts hitting, clapping back through your field. That's when you start. That's when you start worrying.
Yeah. Yeah, he manages to hit another Adamantipator.
Yeah, 3 of them.
I mean, when you consider that Julio's done this twice now, Matt. Twice.
Julio kind of had a really good hand to play through this, right? He had the Token Collector, the Tackle Crusader, Dark Ruler No More. But that hand is almost too perfect, to be honest, for playing into a field. Especially when your deck is just not really good at doing it.
But I mean, what can I say? He's playing the 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More in the main deck, so you're gonna see them, right?
Yeah, we play 3 copies. There's like a 30% chance they'll show up, right, or something. And I never quite remember the math perfectly.
It's a pretty reasonable number when you're playing 3 copies.
Yeah.
Again, we see a bunch of rock monsters. I think.
Yeah, you've got 33.23% chance of seeing one of those cards in your opening hand. So 1 in every 3 games that you'll open with the Dark Ruler No More.
Yeah, and I think that looks like these guys are packing away here. Or
no, that's just
he just spun with the Synchro.
Dragite, the Adamantipator.
Yeah.
Risen Dragite. Reveal the top 5 cards in your deck, and then send a bunch of cards back to your opponent's hand.
Yeah, that's why it looked like he was packing up, because he revealed so many.
I mean, it does make the end of the game a bit cleaner if your opponent returns all of your cards, so you're just like, oh, okay, I was going to do that anyway.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought they were packing up, but no, it was just Dragite sending back everything. Wow. I mean, once again, I would love to get like an instant replay of what this field looked like at the start of this turn. It's just reversed, completely reversed. Julio's got everything he needs.
Yeah, it was just the perfect kind to stack against Farfa's hand when you look at every aspect of it. Like he not only managed to clear Farfa out, he's now also reversing the combo.
Yep. Is he going to be able to do enough damage though? No, he can't, of course, because without really no more. But
yeah, but then you've already fired the torpedoes for Farfa, so it'll be interesting to see if he does have enough gas left in the deck to play. And his opponent's going to set up a negation as well. So you've only got 2 cards, plus you've got to play for your opponent's negation.
Yeah. So he's got 3. Basically, he's got 3 cards to play through. Maybe 2 negations.
Well, there's Herald. There's 2 negators on the field.
Yeah.
And you can use the Masquerena during his opponent's turn to Link summon an Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, and that would be a free material. Appaloosa that cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's an additional free monster negates.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's Block Dragon for good measure.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Just in case. Just in case I need any more advantage next turn.
So you could use that as material as well, and it's based off free
Herald.
searches.
No, because he's under Herald of the Arclight.
Yes, but it's only when it's sent from the main deck or the hand to the graveyard do they get banished. Being sent from the field to the graveyard doesn't banish them. So now, you're going to see the reverse Dragon Buster Cannon, Destruction Sword, Whelp Lock.
Yep. Yep. That's going to do it, I think. So not only are you having to play through as many negations, but
I'm not gonna lie, if Chuck Norris drew a hand of Yu-Gi-Oh into that match, it probably would have been Julio's hand right there.
Yeah.
Or he would have drawn Exodia, if we're being entirely honest. But like, if it couldn't be Exodia, it'd have probably been that.
No, Chuck Norris doesn't draw Exodia. Exodia draws Chuck Norris.
5 pieces of Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
He can't do damage, but how does Nadir play into this? He can't summon for the extra deck, and he's got 2 negations to contend with, plus the IP Masquerena is going to put a very tough Appaloosa into play.
Yeah. And that's even on top of the question of does he have any kind of anything left to be able to do a combo, even if he could do it, you know?
Yeah, he's already put a bunch of his extra deck extenders already into the graveyard to build his first field. And he's also now can't summon from the extra deck because of the,
Yeah, so
I can't stop calling it it's Dragon Buster of Destruction Sword. The Whelp is a different card.
Yeah, the Whelp.
It looks like a Whelp. That's my thing.
Yeah, but here we see Appaloosa with 3 negates. It's not looking great. So yeah, first he's going to negate it with Herald.
No, he's going to
attack the Herald. Sorry,
attack the Herald to get rid of it, and then we're going to see the negations. Oh, Farfa has a Dolce card in his hand, which you can smash summon if you've got no monsters in your graveyard, but that's a lot of monsters.
Yeah.
Yep, and we're going to be seeing Adamant's Page of Signs coming out now for Giulio.
Yeah, and that's it, right? He just has to extend a little bit to get over Farfa's monster, and then he retains board control. He still has that Appaloosa with a couple of negates and whatever else he can muster up for the rest of this turn.
Julio's in a very commanding position, and it's going to be very difficult for Farfa. Although he might have a Nibiru, maybe that's what he's pretending to have. Oh, he can't. It doesn't even matter if he has a Nibiru because you got the Appaloosa. Yeah.
Don't think there's a pleasant way out of this. Yeah, and we're going to see the Boral Dragon anyway.
Yeah, Boral Savage. Oof.
This is looking rough.
Not for Giulio. It's looking pretty great right now if you're Giulio.
Yeah. Yeah. Packing up once again from the Dragite.
Yeah, Dragite, I can just send 5 of your cards straight back to your hand. Thanks for coming.
Here's Block Dragon once more. That's it. That's Julio.
And it is conceding Farfa. I don't blame him. Like, all credit to him. Like, he set up really well, and his opponent just had the absolute perfect answer to him.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely perfect. But that's it. That's our first top 8 match. Wow, Matt. I mean, we knew an Adamantipator player was going to win, but probably not in that fashion. How do you feel about that?
The reversal was very, very strong. I was very happy to see Giulio play that. It was kind of like the perfect anti-hand. Farfa did execute his combo. He actually got to do pretty much everything he wanted to, but it wasn't enough for his opponent for that exact 5-card combination his opponent had. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. That was just really well drawn by Julio, and then just execution was good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I know I keep going on about it, but I really think that Dark Ruler No More was the tipping point. Him playing that in the main deck. Yeah, that was the tipping point, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to do anything against that board of Farfa's.
Yeah, No More is just such a great card that you should definitely make sure you have 3 of them in your collection at any given time, because it's another way of playing through established fields, which some decks just can't do. Adamancipator is one of the guilty decks of struggling with that.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, that over the years there's been cards where they kind of, I don't want to say, I'm trying to think of the right way to word this, because I don't want people to get me wrong, but there's cards that kind of allow decks that shouldn't be able to combat the top decks still able to do it. You know what I mean? I think one that we discussed previously on the live stream was Cards of Demise. When Cards of Demise entered the meta, it
let a bunch of decks that shouldn't have really been able to exist exist.
Yeah,
I remember that being a really hated card, mostly because you played it with Masterpiece, and that card was really, really painful to sit across from. And then being able to draw 3 cards after you're doing all the other nonsense that you were doing in True Draco was a bit much. But Card of Demise absolutely let things like the Chainburn deck that Ryan, you won the Dragon Duel World Championship with to actually exist.
Yeah, exactly. And so just to relate that back to Dark Ruler No More, do you think that that's a similar type of card that's kind of allowing things?
Dark Ruler No More is going to be a good card for as long as we're printing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, it's just one of those forever cards. Like, same as Nibiru, really. The fact that the decks now have to be able to play through it like it doesn't exist, or make sure that it commits to a negate early enough into its combo, it's one of those cards that you're going to have to think about for as long as monster cards are good at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, which I think is going to be long for a while. The other card, I mean, both from the tin is Nibiru. It's going to be as good as long as special summoning's happening, and I don't see that going away anytime soon.
No, I do not. The last card, the Dimensional Shifter from the tins, is also good, but it's very niche. Thunder Dragons was its main home. I think it just hasn't found another home yet. It's a very strong card, but it's not one of those cards that's always going to be good. Whereas something like Dark Ruler No More, which is, as long as Yu-Gi-Oh is being based around turn 1 setups, that card is just an incredible card.
Yeah.